guys, welcome back to Trademanza's weekly series, the stock market recap. In this video, we bring to you all the interesting events from the market of the past week, a recap over the important results, and also some insights on where Nifty could be headed for the next few weeks. So subscribe to our channel, switch on notifications, and don't forget to like our videos. Let's get started with this week's recap. If we are to take a look at Nifty's chart, we can see that it's actually starting to look extremely bearish. In the last three big swings, Nifty has made lower highs in all of them. As you can see, the previous high was 18,250, and before that, the last high made was 18,600. Whereas now the reversal has happened from 18,100 itself. Apart from that, it also looks like the market is heading toward downturn with this candle with a long wick at the top. If we switch to a time frame with some moving averages, we can see that once again the market tried to take support at the moving average, but it wasn't able to do so, and now it has closed below the moving average और यहाँ से market काफी weak लग रहा है. आर्ली टाइम फ्रेम पे भी देखा जाए तो काफी टाइम से मार्केट डाउन ट्रेंड में है और ऑलमोस्ट 1000 पॉइंट्स गिर चुका है इन द लास्ट 20 डेज. एंड अभी भी इसने मूविंग एवरेज के नीचे क्लोजिंग दिया है और उससे रेजिस्टेंस लिया है 17,300 लेवल्स पे. अभी के लिए 17,000 हमारे लिए स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट हो सकता है क्योंकि एक साइकोलॉजिकल नंबर है. बट अगर 17,000 का लेवल ब्रेक देता है तो मोस्टली हो जाएगा, देन द नेक्स्ट सपोर्ट लेवल्स वुड बी 16,800, और 16,800 के नीचे वी कुड प्रोबेबली सी द मार्केट मेकिंग न्यू लोज वंस अगेन. इफ यू टेक अ लुक एट दी ऑप्शन चेन भी यही रिफ्लेक्ट कर रही है, जहाँ पे एक्चुअली ऑप्शन चेन जो है वो 17,100 लेवल पे देखा जाए तो पुट सोल्ड काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. बट अगेन ये प्रोबेबली फ्राइडे का डेटा है एंड लोगों ने पोजीशंस बनाई नहीं है, एंड इन नेक्स्ट वीक दे विल हैव टू बुक सम हेवी लॉसेस. सो वी विल हैव अ लुक एट दिस डेटा अगेन नेक्स्ट वीक. नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू सम स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक न्यूज़. ICICI Bank has released its fourth quarter results. The net profit has risen 59% year over year to 7,000 crore. Net interest income has risen to 21% year over year to 12,000 crore, and the results are way better than estimates. Private sector lender ICICI Bank on Saturday reported a 59% year on year jump in net profit at 7,000 crore for the fourth quarter ended 31st March. In the corresponding quarter last year, the company posted a net profit of 4,400 crores. Polls had predicted a profit of 6,700. The net interest income increased by 21% to 12,600 crores. The net interest margin was at 4% compared to 3.84% and 3.96% in the quarters before this. The core operating profit increased by 19% year over year to rupees 10,164 crores from 8,500 crores. Excluding dividend income from subsidiaries, the core operating profit grew by 21%. Moving on to the next stock in our news, which is Nestle, India's most valuable company. The 6 key takeaways from Nestle's India quarterly results. Nestle reported a fall in net profit for March quarter, led by a rise in raw material cost. As we know, inflation is peaking and FMCG companies are suffering because of this. This was the second time in as many quarters when the Maggi maker reported a drop in profit as raw material inflation ate into the bottom line. Sales growth was in line with 9% growth seen in the last 3 quarters and also with street estimates. Raw material cost may rise going ahead, warned the management. The key takeaways are that the profit has fallen for the second straight quarter, and the profit for this quarter fell short of the estimate of 610 crore. The Nestle India's chairman has said that the packaging materials has hit a cost of a 10-year high. Revenue is exactly as what the street expected it to be. Inflation is being the main spoilsport, as we said. Most of the prices are at 10-year high. Commodity prices may increase further and profit may continue to go down. And e-commerce now accounts for 6.5% of Nestle's sales, which is actually a good thing because, as we know, the world is moving online and the company should focus on e-commerce. If we take a look at the segment-wise performance, in prepared dishes and cooking aid segment, growth momentum continued in noodles, aided by media and mega portfolio activation. Maggi sauces and Maggi masala, a magic growth, was impacted by high base and gradual shift from in-home cooking to out-of-home consumption. Milk products continue to face challenges from competition, but Nutrio, coupled with pricing action, performed well. In the confectionery section, KitKat and Munch both registered double-digit growth. The strong performance was aided by media campaigns, strong festive interventions, attractive consumer productions, and other things as well. Moving on to the next important result, which is HCL Tech. HCL on Thursday said its consolidated net profit for the quarter ending March stood at 3,500 crores, up 226% from the same quarter last year. Analyst has projected net profit of 3,350 crores, so the net profits are around 8% more than expected. The profit jump is due to much higher tax expenses in the base quarter. The adjusted growth in profit is 23% year over year. Revenue from operations came in at 22,600 crores, up 15%. The board of directors also provided an interim dividend of rupees 18 per share. The record date for payment of dividend is fixed at April 2029, 2022. Moving on to the last important news, which is about the interest rates. Stocks have fallen sharply on Friday as the
Wall
Federal
Street
Reserve
ended the
signals
week
it
with
is
a
ready to
brutal
jack
day
up
of
interest
losses.
rates
The
to
Dow
fight
dropped nearly
inflation.
1,000.
As the sell-off accelerated in the afternoon, the S&P 500 fell 122 points or 2.8%. The Dow Jones tumbled 980 points, which is another 2.8%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq sank 2.5%. Shares were losing ground even before the start of trade after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell indicated that aggressive increases in interest rates were needed to fight inflation. The combination of Jerome Powell's comments and some disappointing earnings news was too much for investors to handle heading into the weekend, said the CIO for Commercial Wealth Management. So, guys, that's it for all the important news from this week. Stay tuned to our channel for more interesting news such as this one.